What's going on, y'all? Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about Utah Jazz shooting guard Donovan Mitchell, rookie shooting guard. This guy's played only 23 games in his NBA career. He was picked with the 13th pick by the Utah Jazz. He's clearly, one of the biggest steals of that draft class so far. And this man just dropped 41 points last night. That is the highest that any rookie has scored this season, and it is also the highest amount of points that a rookie has scored since 2011. This guy's making history already, and today we're going to be talking about his chances to become the next great Utah Jazz player, or just in general, the next young player to become a star in this league. This guy's a 6'3" shooting guard. And usually when you see players like this, you immediately think, okay, this is going to be like a sixth man guy that's a really good scorer but can't do that much else. And that's, true for a lot of guys that are that build and position. If you're like a 6'3", 6'4" shooting guard, you're a smaller shooting guard, you're probably like a scoring guy like Lou Williams, or Eric Gordon or someone like that. Those guys are, pretty short for their positions, but they play it very well as a scorer. However, Donovan Mitchell is a lot more built than those guys. I mean, he's not really one of these like super skinny and quick guys that don't really use their body that much to get to the rim. This guy's pretty built for someone that's only 21, for someone that's a rookie in this league at 6'3". I'd say he's probably a little bit taller than 6'3", but not much. He's not super tall, but for a guy of his size and his age, he's pretty built. And you can see, he gets to the rim pretty well. He's pretty quick, and as a shooting guard, he's a guy that can just flat out score the basketball. He's averaging 16.5 points per game in just 29 minutes per game through 23 games in his NBA career. Per 36 minutes, he's averaging over 20 points. And this is incredible, not only because he is a rookie. We don't usually see rookies do something like this, score 41 points. But it is also a huge deal because the guy, he's not one of these players that we've been talking about for months and months and months before the draft. We were hearing about, okay, what is Markelle Fultz going to do in the NBA when he gets there? What is Lonzo Ball going to do? What is Josh Jackson going to do? What is Jason Tatum going to do? We weren't thinking something like, okay, what is Donovan Mitchell going to do, like months before the NBA draft, months before the season started. And going to the Utah Jazz, of course, that's kind of like one of those teams where you're not going to hear that much about all the stuff going on there unless, they're notably good. And while the Jazz, they aren't one of the top teams, they've definitely been decent so far. They don't have Rudy Gobert right now, but they've been a team that, they've been able to beat some good teams and I think surprise a few people, just because a lot of people were thinking, look, they lost Gordon Hayward, they're really not going to be able to do anything after this, but they've bounced back kind of. I'm not going to act like they're, this top tier playoff team, but they could definitely make the playoffs this year, and I wouldn't really be surprised, and I think that they're in position to do that unless something goes wrong. Obviously, it's going to be hard for them to keep winning at this rate with Rudy Gobert out, but when he comes back, there's no reason why they can't keep in about 500 pace, maybe a little bit higher, maybe a little bit lower, but who knows. Either way, the point stands. It's just really interesting to see this because it's one of those things that nobody really anticipated. I don't know if you guys caught it, but this guy had some big summer league games too. He had like 38 in a summer league game. I think that's the highest that anybody had in the summer league in a game this year. I think he had that, so if anyone was paying attention there, he was showing signs there. But last night, of course, 41 points. I believe he had like 17 in the fourth quarter, and he was hitting big shots at the end of the game, leading his team to a victory. And for people that are thinking that like, oh, it's just one game, well, the guy's averaging upward of 16 points per game, and he hasn't even started every game this season. He started 15 of 23. He's been starting lately. His percentages, look, they're not, the most impressive thing in the world. Obviously, 40% from the field. He is 37% from three, which is pretty good, and 82% from the line. But you know, when a young guy comes in the league, you really shouldn't over-analyze a field goal percentage, something like that, because they're still trying to find their fit as an NBA player. How much should I be shooting? Am I shooting too much? Am I not shooting enough? That type of thing. Guys, you know, come in as confident as possible, trying to throw up a lot of shots and see if they can make them, just because they're trying to elevate their game and continue to get better through the NBA system and, you know, become a star player or something like that. Donovan Mitchell is definitely on that road, I would say. When we talk about a guy who's going to be a future star, he's scoring pretty confidently. And at the size that he is, you know, you'd think when guys come into the league and, you know, they were never really undersized for their position before, but they come into the NBA and, you know, the heights, everyone's a little bit taller in the NBA, a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, a little bit faster, and a little bit taller. And it takes guys a while to make that adjustment, always. And that's just because of who they've been playing before, but the NBA is like that whole nother level. So usually when you see some rookie guys struggle, it's often due to the fact that they still have to get used to the league. Donovan Mitchell, you know, maybe in those early couple games, he was still feeling things out. He was coming off the bench, but I mean, the guy he's played 23 games, and this is what we're getting from him. He looks comfortable. He looks like he's out there playing at the same level as other starters. He doesn't look like a step behind at all. I mean, he is really looking great for a rookie. He's looking like a future star because, you know, when you see guys come in the league, they look NBA ready. Their potential just goes through the roof when you see that. When you see a guy playing with these other guys and you don't know that he's a rookie by watching him. You only know that he's a rookie because you know that fact. But when you start to forget a guy's a rookie, like, I see this guy play more and it just looks like he's been in the league the way he's playing. And I think that about Ben Simmons too, because when you watch Ben Simmons play, it's like, damn, this dude's playing like he's been in the league 7 years already. But, you know, that's always a good thing to have. And I think, like, this guy in a few years, if he continues on a good pace, like, he should be a star player for sure, because he can put the ball in the basket, and he's already averaging upwards of 3 rebounds and 3 assists, which might not seem like that much, but for a rookie, that's really good. A guy that's playing shooting guard, averaging 3+ boards, 3+ assists. I mean, those numbers are only going to go up in due time, and 16+ points, which that's probably going to go up this year, and all those numbers are probably going to continue to rise this year because he's getting more and more touches, more and more minutes, more and more opportunities to show what he's got to try to be that star player for this Jazz team, and I think everything looks good. I mean, the Jazz should be really happy with what they got with Donovan Mitchell. That's going to do it for this video. Let me know what you guys think about Donovan Mitchell. Is he a star in the future? Do you really just think that, you know, he's going to kind of die down and not really get our attention anymore? This was just like a one-time thing. I certainly don't. I don't see how you think that. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Comment what you want me to make a video on next. Subscribe if you're new. And I'm out. Thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.